The best address on TV is inspired by private property. Start your search for property now on privateproperty.co.za.
This week we reveal the location of our grand prize. Kim Hutton, the designer tasked with dressing this, the biggest house prize ever on SATV, finds inspiration at 100% Design. And we get to know the judges for our reality room-by-room design competition. Last week, we searched high and low to find the perfect location for our dream home, discovered massive property growth in Joburg North, and found that houses and estates often fetch higher prices than others in the same area. So, our dream home is in Joburg North in the lifestyle estate everybody's talking about.
Welcome to the home of Winner Home, Stain City.
Stain City is the soon-to-be-launched 2,000-acre estate in the north of Johannesburg. Maps caught up with the man behind the project, Giuseppe Plumari, at their clubhouse.
What is the history and the vision of Stain City?
Well, the history is Dostane is a very good friend of mine that he invested in my company some years ago. And upon seeing this piece of land that was an old unused quarry, he fell in love with it. And he expressed to me the interest of developing a city like none other. He also loves the cities of old, and he wanted to bring that character into our development. And really, upon trying to understand what made the cities of old so quaint and friendly and intimate towards their community, it was really the human scale of the old cities, and that human scale came about there not being such traffic as there is today. You know, people walked and they had horses.
The vision behind Stain City is to offer much more than just estate living. It's a resort concept that offers residents a lifestyle like none other, with over 100 points of interest designed to maximize 1,000 acres of parks and green space. As part of the many community outreach programs, these parks are filled with art from local talent in both the Diepsloot and Cosmos City communities, a project Private Property Simon Bray admires.
It's not often you see artwork like this in your back garden.
I couldn't agree more, Simon. I mean, it really is amazing that you can live in a place which offers so many awesome features. I mean, is this really the kind of thing that is a driving force behind the popularity of lifestyle estates?
I mean, you hit on it there, Maps. Lifestyle estates are unbelievably popular right now. It's something we see on private property almost every day, particularly in these growth areas of Johannesburg and Pretoria. Lifestyle estates are the de facto choice for that kind of mid-level luxury market. So much so, actually, that it's putting pressure on other more traditional upmarket suburbs to retain the values that they've got. And you can really see why, because you know, when you stand on a place like this in a deliberately created environment, there's so much more than just buying property. You're buying the sense of lifestyle and freedom that comes with it.
At the 18-hole Jack Nicklaus designed championship golf course, Stain City's Tammy Menton and Nedbank's Tim Akanusi already had their clubs out.
So Tammy, just before you putt, because I can see you getting your head in the zone.
Are you trying to distract me, Max?
No. What makes Stain City Lifestyle Estate different to any other?
Well, first of all, Maps, Stain City is much more than just a lifestyle estate. We like to think of it as a resort lifestyle. And we do that by offering the residents that are going to be living here the privilege of a variety of amenities and facilities that will be made available to them as part of the package deal. We offer over 100 things that are available to residents, and we call it our 100 touch points, where there's literally something for everybody. So whether you are taking a 18-kilometer jog on our boulevard or a mountain bike cycling ride, we've got a 2-kilometer fit park, we've got climbing walls, we've got the equestrian centre, cricket nets,
a bit of everything
soccer field.
For everyone.
So yeah, if you think of it, we pretty much covered the bases there. And the idea is really just once you're home, you never want to leave.
Cool, well, take it away.
The estate will also include a hospital, schools, a retirement village, retail space, office parks, and even its own heliport.
Nice shot, Tammy.
Yeah, very nice shot. Quite impressive, actually. And she's taking care of business. And speaking of business, what are the advantages of actually investing in a lifestyle estate such as Stain City?
Well, Maps, we always encourage our customers to look for value in any estate, value that will be seen immediately as well as into the future. And so the concept of an ecosystem is really great for the core value creation. So what Stain City provides is an area where you really have retail facilities, business facilities, entertainment facilities, and that all in one ticks all the boxes for great investment.
These lush greens are kept that way by using only grey and some stormwater.
All right, guys, so you guys both made your putts. If I miss this, I'm gonna go for an 18-kilometer jog. Oh! No!
Get your running shoes on, Maps.
By the time Stain City has been completed, over 1 million trees will have been planted, making it the largest woodland in Johannesburg. With the Yixkay River running alongside the estate, a series of lakes and dams are also being introduced. So a picnic or a spot of fishing is also on the cards, and it's the perfect environment for that daily jog.
It doesn't look like much now, but eventually that will be the spa. But for now, I think we'll make a pretty cool mud bath, don't you think?
In total, the estate has the capacity to comfortably house over 8,000 units, from apartments to clusters to freestanding homes.
Hey, Maps, how are you doing?
Hey, Tammy, I'm struggling.
That's what you get for taking me on my own turf. Do you want a lift?
I'd love a lift.
Okay, hop in.
I think that was about the 18 kilometers that you said it was.
It's time. Tammy's taking us to the site of our soon-to-be completed dream home, the one that you could stand a chance of winning in November. All we know so far is that it's right opposite the estate pool.
I'm quite nervous, but I'm excited at the same time.
I have brought you up here for a very specific reason. I'm about to reveal the first wow factor of the Stain City Winner Home apartment. The view.
Wow, that is unbelievable. This is a spectacular view, and whoever gets to win this is going to be a very lucky person. Well, we don't want to give away too much. For now, enjoy the view.
To stand a chance of waking up to this view every day, enter our weekly Winner Home competitions. After the break, we meet Kim Hutton, the man tasked with filling our dream apartment, and find inspiration at 100% design.
It's Winner Home, the show where you stand a chance of winning the biggest ever home prize on SATV, a luxury apartment at Stain City. Enter online at winnerhome.tv. Here is Mops with more.
Now, the man that's been given the task of creating the Winner Home apartment into something of a work of art is none other than Kim H, the guru of creativity and style.
A home with the Kim Hutton touch sparkles, making him a sought-after interior designer both here and abroad.
Kim, what best represents your style and personality through your designs?
I think in some ways, my office, my workspace, where I am highly creative, this is one of them. It's a combination of old and new, of sentimental items that I've sort of collected over my life. Some beautiful old family paintings, and it's one of the only heirlooms in the Hutton family that have been passed down. And it's a gentleman by the name of Sir William Pepperell. And Gran just didn't think his temples were grey enough originally. And she didn't like the buttons on his coat. Okay. So she pulled out her palette and she added 2 little grey temples and 6 buttons to his shirt. That's why it's so special to me.
Well, tell us about your style influences and philosophies then.
You speak about style influences. Essentially, I have my style, the things I like, but my job, Maps, is to exceed the client's brief, to listen to what their loves are, this, that, the next thing, and come up with amazing ideas that are in line with what they are dreaming of for their beautiful home. I don't try and force my style on anybody. I try and interpret theirs and exceed what they expect in terms of a look.
Now, this is a man with a very unique style. If you just take a look at his shoes, they are mismatched.
I'm a creative guy. I buy like 3 or 4 of the same shoe in different colors. And I'm stopped all over the world. People say, whoa, that is cool, or that is cool.
Yeah.
So I say to them, why not?
You have a lot of quirky items. Tell us about this board here.
I think I must have been about 14 or 15. And I went into a junk shop and I saw that little thing and I absolutely loved it. It just sort of represented history, an old office of my dad's, etc.
Now, something that's caught my eye is that little chair over there.
This amazing little chair I bought on a market in Paris, and these were actually the prototypes from the late 1800s on which they then mass-produced the chair. So this is one of the original prototypes.
You've done quite a few houses for top
Yeah,
billing.
I've been actually really privileged. We've done homes in the bush, we've done homes in London, and a lot of those I've shared with Top Billing.
And I'm sure that keeps you going, working in different spaces and locations and environments to design them.
Absolutely, and that every client is different and has a completely unique set of needs. And that's why Stain City is going to be such fun.
In search of inspiration for our dream home, Kim took Mops to the 100% Design exhibition. The plan is to fill our apartments with the work of local designers, and here we were spoiled for choice.
I love the look of this, and it's actually very comfortable, and I also love this little element. It's almost like a detective at night, where have you been? I love that mysteriousness of it. But where would it go in our home?
To me, I would use it to pop a pop of colour, but where specifically in the house, I don't know at this stage.
Kim, you're not giving anything away.
There's still so much to explore.
Okay, well, there's so much to see. I'm so excited, and I know there's lots you want to show me.
One of the first exhibitors that caught Kim's eye was Veed Design, a Cape Town-based design studio established by Laurie Veed van Heerden.
The furniture is made from American ash. It's a prime grade. That's why it's very good quality. I tend to finish all my work in a non-yellowing varnish. So it's water-based product, so it's also eco-efficient. I believe in purchasing full lengths of timber. That's hence the size of the table. So there's not really much waste involved.
The other thing I found interesting was your use of cork. It's not often that you see cork being used as something to sit on, as chairs or as lampshades. It seems like it's quite innovative. What inspired that?
I've been working with cork for about 6 years. I love working with cork. It's a wonderful, sustainable material. I first saw it in Paris, in the Marais district, where cork got molded. So, the properties is basically infinite with the product. You can do fabrics, you can do flooring, you can do furniture. If you look at the roundness and also the triangular shapes, it's all based on the cork block sizes. So I need to design around the cork block sizes. And also everything, you'll notice that everything's rounded. The cork is always fragile, it's brittle. So you need to round all the corners, and it's also like a soft material, so it's very subtle in the eye then.
Sculptor Marina Walsh often combines wood in creating ceramics of African animals and figures with a quirky flavor.
Check it out.
Oh, giraffe taking a drink of water.
That's so
Very
cool.
cool,
You
yeah.
sort of see these South African things, and they say corny, but they've done them in such an innovative way.
More innovation was founded Bronze Age, a design studio specializing in bronze sculpture and presentation.
To me, the apartment we're doing is in Igoli. It's a city of gold with mining, etc., and metals. And one or two things caught my eye here. His amazing sculptural work with the table, with that amazing sculptural table there with a ball and claw. I also love the metal behind it. So in our apartment, I want to bring in a few steel things and elements of mining.
That table specifically is made by Charles Haupt, which is an industrial designer, and we use traditional bronze casting methods to create the different varying textures and forms.
Nice,
Yeah, very nice.
Kim was also drawn to contemporary furniture designer John Vogel, a former architect. He's best known for his woodwork, signature woven seats, and organic shapes.
John, I've actually done quite a bit of research on Vogel, and of course, aside from the beauty of your product, it's also very sustainable.
Well, sustainability is one of our core values, and what we do with it is create a closed cycle metabolism, meaning that what we use, we put back. So we calculate how much timber we use in a year, and given a 30-year life cycle of tree growth, we would have put back as much timber as we used for that year, so that generations to come have it, and it creates a closed sort of circle.
Our duo was also impressed by Adam Hoot's award-winning lighting company, Willow Lamp. They attach ball chain to laser-cut steel frames with striking results.
Kim, these illuminated sculptural art pieces actually have some really interesting designs behind them. Where do you think they'd go into our home? Because a lot of them are quite complex and they might be a bit too big. Maybe a simpler version?
Well, traditionally, the place where you would put some kind of a feature light would maybe be in an entrance hall, a stairwell, over a dining room table. So that's where traditionally I would look at putting one of these, possibly a far simpler version. But again, remember, I don't always do the predicted thing. So it may land up being above your heart.
With so much to choose from, experiencing how Kim brings our dream home to life will be fascinating. And if you enter online at winnerhome.tv or via SMS for our weekly competition prizes, you could stand a chance of winning it. Stay tuned as Dumi meets the 4 top designers who will be mentoring our aspiring ones in the weekly reality-style room design challenge.
The white walls and the empty rooms of the Stain City apartments are waiting to be filled, and we want only the best. South Africa's top emerging designers are nervously awaiting the decision of the judges. All eyes are on the clubhouse as the competition heats up.
Our 4D competition will see top designers mentoring young talent as they decorate 4 separate apartments room by room. Your favorite will win a 100,000 Rand cash prize and become one of Stain City's preferred interior designers. Let's meet our 4 mentors. Ntabi Tokobong is the founder of Ditao Interiors.
What about this house tells us your story?
The Tao story is all about effortless, elegant, luxury living. And this home epitomizes all that. How we've done it is through the use and combination of our colors, palette, pattern, and wood that we've used in this home. Everything is rich, exotic, and exciting, which is an element of design that we like to focus on, that a home should be comfortable, livable, yet exciting, and levels of texture must come through.
Talking about, different textures and elements, these African print touches, what do they add to the house?
It adds my personal touch, first of all. I love African print. How we do it here, we've brought it through to the bold contrast rug, which is a zebra. Again, we've brought it through the Nguni hide, which has been blinged a little bit to add a bit of chic and glamour. Wood in our interiors helps concretize the design. We like to make bold, creative pieces, and what we do with these is we modernize them. As you can see with our streamlined side table, clean, swift lines, and then try to create exotic, organic elements through all our designs, sculptured, carved, beaten in Africa, creating that element of surprise, uniqueness, and exoticness in our interiors.
Our second mentor is Abeline Brody from Head Interiors. She showed us a work in progress to share her creative approach.
What I imagine for this area is it's for the younger generation. We've got the dining area for the parents, we've got the seating area for them, and I have nothing that her boys can really relax and enjoy themselves in. What I originally envisaged was to do a ping pong table in the space with a cool seating area for the boys, so we're on track.
And I must say that I'm liking each and every area, and it represents each generation, but where does the family come together?
They come together in the TV room.
Cool. Well, Abby, I absolutely love your work. This room is so inviting, but I can see you've added an antique piece.
This piece has been in the family for generations, and this painting over here by Errol Boyle, and it's become the heart of the house. It's the base with which we base the entire home on. Dreamy color palette is what we pulled through. You can see it in the living area, and I like to bring in elements that belong to the family when I incorporate it into my design.
Our third mentor is Amanda Elliott, the director of Design Collective Interior Architectural Design.
What is your design philosophy?
Well, to me, our design philosophy is to really get to know our client and the people we are working for and designing and creating spaces for. This is a great example of what we do and how we start to create spaces. We take the shell and space plan it through from one end to the other, creating beautiful bulkheads, perhaps introducing some columns and arches to demarcate areas, and then from there putting in the beautiful lighting, the speakers, whatever the client requires to create a beautiful living space that they desire.
Wow, Amanda, now I know why you call this the heart of the home. Now I love the different elements in this kitchen. What is the inspiration behind it?
This family loves to be together. They love to cook, they love to bake. That's what created this beautiful central feature. This is illuminated during the day by a beautiful skylight, and at night the skylight feature is replaced with indirect cove lighting, functional lighting, and little pendants just to create spots of light on the counter.
Tumi's meeting our fourth mentor, the renowned Stephen Falk, at the Da Vinci Hotel in Sandton, for which he did the interior design.
I must say that I can feel your personality as I walk into this hotel.
I think I'm a sort of classicist at heart. But I love things with impact, I love things with drama, and I love contrast. If we look at
sort of the artwork on the wall. Bungani Buthelezi, who's really works with plastic bags and kind of layers and, doing abstract sort of people and sort of crowds and things, and then one gets a handmade light fitting. And I think the sort of emphasis on scale, things that are too big or too small.
Yes.
There's a very small table next to a big sofa. There's a very, very big chandelier that hangs. And I think the juxtaposition of one thing against the other, I think that all adds to the excitement of a project. I'm very lucky and I travel tremendously, and in the last 10 years, mosaic has been a kind of a very new art form. I actually took it, blew the scale up yet again, and actually made it into a mural or an art form. And I think that's kind of part of the sort of black and white theme of the hotel.
The stage is set. We know the styles of our 4 mentors. Next week, we reveal the top 10 young designers, but only 4 can make it to the next level. 4 mentors, 4 mentees. They come from many different walks of life, but all have the potential to achieve the same fame as their tutors. From decor and drama to reality and real estate, find it all on Winner Home.
Gym bunnies, makeup artists, salesmen, and hip-hop dancers, creativity can be found in all walks of life.
Walk? I'd rather drive.
Winner Home viewers will also stand a chance of winning a Mercedes-Benz, which will only be arriving in the country in October.
That's 2 fantastic prizes for 2 lucky viewers, and don't forget our 3rd prize.
There's a 3rd prize?
Yes, and there'll also be a 3rd winner. Find out more next Thursday on Winner Home.
With every competition you take part in on Winner Home, you get entered into the final draw for our multi-million rand grand prize. This week, one lucky viewer stands a chance of winning a brand new laptop, plus internet connectivity with data for 12 months, courtesy of Telkom. Tomorrow starts today. To be in the running, tell us, where is the Winner Home apartment? Is it 1, in Parkhurst? Or 2, Stain City? Enter online or SMS the keyword Telkom, followed by your answer 1 or 2 plus your name to 33764. That's 33764. You could also be a winner, like last week's Katniss Bennett, who walks away with a 5,000 Rand cash prize. Best of luck. See you again next Thursday or during the repeat on Saturday at 3:30.
The best address on TV is inspired by private property. Start your search for property now on privateproperty.co.za.